I just hit a record day today, $20,000 in cash. I made $3,500 roughly just today. How is that even possible? I'm running my first ever webinar and we have 700 attendees, almost a 50% show rate. This shit is crazy, holy fuck. People are already booking calls. I'm booked out for the next 4 days, 10 calls a day, even at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. my time. I'm gonna just record this whole thing and then make a whole video out of this. How much I've collected every single day. Just these 4 days, just what I've shown you. I don't know anyone doing this. I don't know anyone showing their sales calls and really being in the trenches. And I'm pretty sure we can hit some crazy numbers. So it's 11 p.m. for me. I'm gonna have 2 calls today. This should be a very good week. The thing as a closer is sometimes you're having 2 weeks without high volume, without any calls at all. And then sometimes you just have a fat launch or a webinar like this and then you have a lot of calls on your calendar. Depending on the funnel and the way the influencer has set up their coaching program, it's not really possible to sell something every single day and be like, yo, I just opened 10 spots, apply below. If you do that over and over again, the community or the audience is not going to have enough trust in you. So what we are doing is we always have like a launch or webinar and then we basically close the program and tell people, yo, we're actually closed. We're not taking any applicants. By doing that, the audience has way more trust. They just know we're not fucking around. We're not scammers. If you look for an offer in general, if you are a closer or you're looking to get started, you got to be part of a team that is actually committed, not looking for quick money. Sometimes you just gotta be patient a little bit. We've been playing the patience game for a long time. You're waiting a week, you're waiting 2 weeks and nothing is happening. You're not making any money. Like, maybe you're collecting some payment plans here and there, but it's just a patience game. You're waiting and waiting for this big event, but you know it's all gonna pay off. I know the marketing team has just been cooking. I'm here waiting as a closer. I have no calls on my calendar for the last 2 weeks, but I know I just have to wait 2 weeks, and after those 2 weeks, we're gonna fucking rip. And that's what's happening. You might be wondering, why am I so confident? Because I just know my numbers. I just know if I have X amount of calls on my calendar, I'm gonna have a 50, 60, 70% close rate. And then let's say I'm gonna collect an average of $2,000 per call. You do the math. I have 43 calls booked already within 30 minutes on the webinar. So if I make 2K per call and our show up rate is roughly 90%, let's say 35 people show up, 35 times 2, I will collect $70,000 this week in 4 days. Obviously, I don't know how much it's going to be at the end of the day. Let's say it's 70K or 60K or 50K. I will make 5, 6, 7, 8K in a single week. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so we'll set up a game plan. You know what to do the next days and weeks to scale that account up. First call done for the day, $5,000. Painful. This is as easy as it gets. The cool thing is the customer can just pay using Split It on WAP. He gets to do a payment plan with 9 installments, which is fucking crazy. And we get the full amount. Obviously there are some fees, but that's normal. Second call, baby, let's go. Let's say we get you to a position where you're making 10K a month, like consistently. How would that feel, man? He paid $5,000 in 32 minutes. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just struck by webinars. This guy booked a hotel in advance, 2 weeks in advance, for this webinar, so no one distracts him, and then he just paid $5,000. So what I want to tell you, if you're really on a good offer, technically you're just an order taker. I don't want to sound like the guru telling you, oh, this business model is so easy. I'm just talking from my point of view. You know, I've invested time and effort into mastering my skill set and becoming better at sales over time. And now I'm at a position where I have enough leverage to be on offers like this and just have a good ass team around me. I didn't start like this. I started hopping on random offers, jumping from offer to offer, and literally making no money at all because I didn't have the knowledge and guidance back in the day. Here's a screenshot in the Discord over PayPal. But what else do you want? 10K with 2 calls collected. Now, if you're a closer, 10% commission, industry standard, you just made $1,000 in 1.5 hours. Now, me personally, I get 17.5% on the offer I'm on because I also help a little bit with the backend and I'm the sales manager. I just made $1,750 in under 2 hours and I'm just 2 calls in. So tomorrow I'm gonna have 10 calls, Tuesday I'm gonna have 11 calls, Wednesday I'm gonna have 11 calls, and then Thursday again 11 calls. So I'm pretty excited for the week. I'm gonna go eat something now, go sleep. Catch you tomorrow. Peace. Alright, I just woke up, I ate something, now we have 10 calls on the board, so should be a fucking very good day. Let's see how much we can collect. What prevented you from actually investing into yourself before, like proper investment, one-on-one help? First call is done. 2.5k close, and he sent it through crypto, which doesn't really matter. I mean, it's the same for us because some people live in third world countries and they're not able to use a card or PayPal or the regular payment method, so that's why they send it through crypto. 9 more calls to go. Let's get it. Second call was a no-show. We still have 8 calls left. I don't know if you can see, but calls come in and go out because the setter is calling them. Maybe they're not answering. He's just removing them from the calendar and then basically trying to book someone else in from the 250 applicants that we had yesterday. So I live in Germany, right? You know, this is my setup. This is the living room, the kitchen in one. You got the couch, and then you can just, you know, chill here, smoke a cigar, and this is the view. I mean, nothing crazy, but it's basically just cars here. It's pretty noisy here with all the cars and the scooter drivers. People in Germany, they say Talahun to young boys, wear a Gucci cap and drive scooters around town. I don't know if you have that in your country. But what do you guys think? Would you be locked in here? Or would it be kind of boring if you compare it to Miami and Dubai and whatever? I just feel the need to move to a city where I can just go out and then I can see people, like literally be in town within 5 seconds. It gets pretty lonely here. You need that balance. And for me, it's just, I'm on monk mode 24/7. Yes, I have a girlfriend. Yes, we do have our time together, but it's still very lonely. Not going out, not doing anything. And that's just a life you gotta live in order to make the money you want. Sometimes it takes sacrifices. And sometimes you just gotta lock yourself in your room, even though you don't want to. And even though all your friends are out there partying and having fun and going on trips, on vacations, because they have that money coming in from their 9 to 5 and you don't. Your income is unstable. Maybe you haven't been making any money at all and people are looking at you like, what is he doing with his life? People were analyzing my life. Like, what is he doing? What is his next move? So fuck the haters. Just do you. Yo, can you hear me? Can you see me? 3k payment came in. We were actually about to do $5,000, but his bank declined because he has to increase his limit. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna call the bank up, talk to them, increase his limit, and then we can do the remaining $2,000 and then set him up. So pretty good day so far. We can do a deposit then. I finished 2 calls, $50 deposit and a $210 deposit. Simple reason why people do deposits is because they don't have the money on the sales call. So they just gotta move some money around left and right. Maybe take some money from investments so they can get the investment done and then join the program. For these 2 deposits, we gotta wait like 2-3 weeks because they have some money coming in. And then once their money comes in, we can set them up with the program. It's basically like delayed gratification. You don't get the commissions today, but you get it in 2 weeks. You just have to stack these wins over and over. And then you can hit 20, 30k months easily. Yo, do you remember me? We've talked like last year, right? How was the journey? What changed mentally, man? I mean, back then you were like, I don't know if it's gonna work. I think you hit like a 20k month. 2k close. Fan video på det. So, I know you've spoken to Tom about possibly joining. What have you seen yesterday on the webinar that made you feel like you may need some extra help? I have 1 more call left for today. 2 calls that I didn't close, 1 no-show, and then 1 more call left. Let's see if it shows up or not. I'll update you after the call and tell you how much I've made today. Last call didn't close. He gave me a partner objection. He told me you need to talk to his wife. And in most cases, it's actually smokescreen. It's not really an objection because they just want to put the responsibility on someone else to make a decision for their life. But in this case, they actually share a bank account together and he can't make a decision without talking to her because that's just how they operate. Some marriages operate like that, just a healthy marriage. You can't treat every prospect the same. And if you do that, you're gonna just fuck up. Yes, most of the time it's a smokescreen in many cases, but in some cases, it's actually just how they are. So if you keep pushing and trying to get them to sign up on the call, they might just leave or be pissed or feel pressured and not do it at all. So I would rather just pull back a little, set up a follow-up call, and then get them in. So to wrap up the day, these are our results. 50% close rates. I collected $8,300 in cash, but we have some fees on this offer. So this is actually how much I've collected after VAT, after tax. So if I put that in the calculator, we did close to 1.4K in commissions. And I'm tired as fuck, so I'm gonna go to sleep and see you guys tomorrow. So it's day 2. I have 11 calls on my calendar. I don't know if you can see, but the day's packed. I didn't sleep too well because it's kind of exhausting, right? Like taking 10, 11 calls a day. That's not usual. Usually you're taking like 8 calls, 7 calls a day, maybe 9. 10, 11 is high volume, but it really depends on who you are and what you want to achieve. And I'm taking 10, 11 calls because I want to make the most amount of money. I'm just going to grab something to drink and then I'll update you guys. So just an update to yesterday. So we had 2 people that said they want to think about it, and then we had 1 person that said they need to talk to their wife. And then we had that 1 guy that wanted to send the 2K today because his bank declined, right? Because of the limit. So one person, I just want to show you this because you're probably wondering like, what does that full day look like? And what happens if people say they want to think about it or whatever? One person that said they need to talk to her wife, he sent me an email, like a long ass email, which typically happens. And then he just said, yeah, the 6K price point is a lot more than I expected. And he's basically just explaining if we can do something with the investment, if we can split the payments up, whatever. This is usually a good sign if you get a text like this. If they're willing to negotiate with you or if they show some interest, that means they really took their time and thought about it, which is very rare. But in that case, I'm just gonna keep talking to this guy throughout the week. And then for the guy that's gonna send $2,000 today, the guy from yesterday, I'm gonna update you once that payment comes through. I'm just gonna eat something now, have a drink, and then start with my calls. Quick side note, I actually bought these glasses a few days ago and they helped me a lot. It's not an advertisement, but what I'm trying to say is no one is talking about this topic because you're sitting there for 10 hours, 15 hours a day. If you're someone that is really out there hustling, grinding, in front of your laptop PC and you're exposed to lights 24/7. For example, I got this light up here. I got a light up here. Look at this. It's at 1% and it's at 1% the whole day. And just imagine if I put this up. This light is crazy. But even at 1%, it just hurts my eyes. Eye strain, I have headaches, and it takes brain power to just keep your eyes together and keep your gaze centered. So what I did is I got these glasses. Now I don't have any headaches anymore. And the thing is, I don't even need glasses. I mean, they told me it would be good if I wear glasses, but I don't need to. But I still decided to get them and get very good high quality blue light blockers because why not? It's an investment. And if you're thinking about getting one, don't get the cheap ones because I bought the cheap ones. I got scammed by Iman Gaji. I bought these Hills glasses and the quality is horrible. If you get glasses, get good ones. These ones, they cost me $600. Now you don't have to go above and beyond and spend as much as me, but the lenses alone, these are the best lenses and they cost like $300. If you're exposed to a lot of blue light in the evening, and I'm sure you saw Andrew Huberman talk about this for the last 5 years, that prevents your body from producing melatonin and you won't be able to fall asleep and your sleep cycle is going to be fucked. So why did you sell the business? No close for the first guy, but someone from yesterday sent me a text message who wanted to think about it and they just paid $1,250. Pretty good start. Let's keep going. Wife objection. I think that's the gayest objection you can give, but at the end of the day, it's not really about the wife or the partner. Either the fear, a little bit of uncertainty, or it's more about the money. They don't have the money or they just don't want to spend that much. And then they use the excuse to talk to their wife. $1,125. It was a rough call, but he's still closed and he is on a payment plan. Every month, I'm going to collect money from him and get paid commissions. And with all these payment plans, that's how you really stack good income over the time. I've collected around 2.4K roughly so far with 4 calls. Not the best, but we have 5, 6, 7 calls left. So a lot of calls to go through. What's up?
Can I come in?
Yes.
So, how's the day going?
It's alright. We had some think about it, I need to talk to my wife, but it's going decent. We still have some calls left.
How much cash have you collected so far?
Roughly like 2.4K.
How do I get started?
Pretty simple. So you click the link in the bio, it says free Discord. The fundamentals, how to get started, how to objection handle, and you get access to my script. So join in Discord below. What have you seen in terms of your content, the way you've been doing this so far, that made you feel like you're not making enough money? This guy was 17. He needs to talk to his father before he can move forward. 1.4K came in. And at this point, I'm just so tired. I don't even want to work, but someone has to do the work. That's the thing. You're self-employed. You got to work for yourself. You got to collect your own cash. No one is going to sit there and take the calls for you. And sometimes you would rather just lay in bed or, just relax. My neck is hurting. I would just rather lie down, but I have back to calls. I would rather just eat something, but I don't really have enough time. And also I'm recording this video throughout these calls, whilst only having like 10 minutes in between calls, because I want to get the content out for you. So what I typically do is I hydrate, eat something, I get some fresh air. That's pretty much it. And then I'm back to work. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calls left. So far it's an okay day. I'm not really proud of the results so far today. We have collected 4.9K total. And I'm aiming for 15K minimum today. Let's just pray, shoot, and get some more closes. Honestly, I don't even want to waste your time. Whose job is it ultimately to get your family there? Guys, I can't count the amount of times I have received wife objection today. One more call left. Wasn't the best day, but I'm transparent. I'm going to show you even bad days for me personally. But yeah, you're not missing out, G. You're not missing out if you don't visit Germany. Finally, someone paid in full, $4,166. And the reason why the number is so weird is because I work for a UK client and the customer is also based in the UK. So basically we have to deduct VAT tax from the full cash collected. It doesn't really matter. It's still good cash that I've collected. You just gotta do your work, collect as much as possible. All I know is I'm fucking tired and I'm gonna go eat something. I've been starving. We might have some people coming later or not, and then update you guys on the total cash collected today.
And then I had a Dr. Dent video pop off and go viral that month as well. Made like 6,000 off that.
Second day's over. So today we had 10 calls, 5 closed. Puts us at a 50% close rate, and we collected $10,441. And a few minutes ago, I just had another payment come through, $2,500, which was a guy that needed to talk to his wife, and he did that, and he actually came back, which is pretty rare, but he did. This puts us at $1,827 for the day. I wanted to hit 15K today, but I didn't. But we can hit that tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we have 11 calls on the board. Shouldn't be an issue. Let's aim for 40K for the whole 4 days. Day 3 started. I took 1 call already. We had a $200 deposit. I'm gonna eat something and then continue with my next calls. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Yes, sir. Good to have you on. So the next steps are simple. We'll set you up with your coach. He's gonna hop on a call with you today, tomorrow, and then set up the game plan. Okay. Well, outside of the students, like, what made you feel like you need some more help? Why don't you just do it on your own? Quick midday update. So I had 3 calls today. 1 deposit that I showed you earlier, and then 2 more people that I closed. 1 person paid $3,000 and the other one paid $5,000. He paid in full. That sets me at 8.2K today. We also have another closer, and if he locks in today, we should be able to hit a 20K day. That's my goal, at least. I want to make 15K today, at least. If I don't, you won't see this video online. But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, how did this all start? I was trying different businesses for the last 5 years, and I came across high ticket sales randomly, and then I decided to lock in. And the thing is, it didn't start like this. I wasn't making $1,000, $1,500 in a single day. I used to make that in a single month, being in high ticket sales. Not working 9 to 5, but being in high ticket sales. And the thing is, I sucked at it. I didn't have the right knowledge. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to overcome objections. My call structure was all over the place. I was on bad offers, and I didn't do something about that. I was just going through the mud, going through the motions myself, because I thought I just need to be the lone wolf. And I also didn't have any money to invest at all back in the day. My goal is to give away as much free value as possible. If you're watching this, and you do want to get started, but you don't know where, this group is for you, because it's going to teach you the fundamentals. I'm going to teach you the call structure that I use and go through, the psychology behind sales. You're going to get access to my closing script that is proven and works and will work for the next 10 years because it's psychologically backed. And I will teach you how to handle objections, how to overcome. I need to think about it. I need to talk to my partner and all that stuff. So join the free Discord, say what's up, and let's crush it.
Hast du geclosed?
Paar Stück. Ich gehe jetzt auf den Call. What made you feel like you need a mentor at the moment? So what's the goal for you? Like, how much do you want to make? Like, what have you done so far to put yourself in a better position? Like, have you done any courses, any mentorships to help you with your skill set? On Wise, you can send money to any bank account. Have you done something about this? Like, have you joined the course or mentorship before? I just had a record day today. Holy fuck. The last guy paid in full and I collected $20,000 in cash by myself. My goal was to make 15K, but I collected 20K. So if I count up my commissions, I made $3,500 roughly just today. If I take day 1 and day 2, you can do the math, but that counts up. And I'm pretty sure I made more today than someone makes in a single month. And that feeling is crazy, but at the same time, how is that even possible? But that just shows you gotta position yourself correctly in today's age and not work a 9 to 5 without even thinking about it and making someone else richer. I'm okay with that because I make good money. And you could say the same thing about a 9 to 5. But the thing is, you're not building anything. You're not building any skills. You're working for someone else. What's the fucking point? At this point, I'm not even counting my commissions. I don't know how much I made day 1, day 2. It's not in my head. I'm just working the whole day, taking these calls, eating, sleeping, repeating, and then doing the same thing. 1 more day left. Let's just get it over with and then count up how much I've actually made in 4 days. And that's what I'm excited about, to just end the video and get back to my life, because this video has been crazy. I'm just recording in between all the time. I don't even have time to eat. Anyways, good night. Day 4. I want to finish the week with a good ass day, at least 10K. Past 3 days have been crazy. I'm just waking up, 10 calls, going to sleep, same shit tomorrow. I don't really have time for a gym. I don't really have time to eat properly. This shouldn't be how you live, obviously, but I'm just doing everything I can to record this video, show you the day, and it's not that easy, like juggling both. Pretty much the same thing today. I have 8 calls so far, 2 more spots open, maybe they will get filled. Maybe not, but I'm expecting like 8 calls today. If we can hit 10K commissions in 4 days, that would be crazy. So I'm gonna try my best to have another, 20. I think I need another 20K day. I don't know if I can do that, but I'm gonna do my best. Maybe, who knows. No show for the first call, which is good because I can eat something now and I don't have to starve. So I'm gonna eat something and then crush it for the day. By the way, just compare my beard to day one. I feel like a caveman, bro. If I don't shave, it grows quick. But there is no time to shave. You gotta make some money. I didn't even collect any payment plans the past days. So I just reached out to some people that were in a payment plan and then one just came through. So I'm gonna add those up. Just easy cash for not doing anything. Yo, Ricardo, can you see me? Can you hear me? That's everything, man. For you personally, do you feel like this can get you to 10, 20K a month, or how do you feel? I just wrapped up 2 calls, 1 deposit and the other guy paid 2K. And I have 4 more calls left. If I hit 10K, that's a decent day. Anything above that is perfect. I'm gonna send an agreement through your email, man. Check your emails. Close for 1.4K. Yo, what's up? Quality is not the best. Just wrapped up the call after. This guy, he didn't really have the money. So he's gonna do everything he can, talk to a few people, make sure he gets some money on his bank account. And I'll talk to that guy on Monday. I'm 2 minutes late. Appreciate the patience. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Time to wrap up the video on the last 4 days. We just had another $100 deposit, but that's pretty much it. Let's calculate how much I actually made over the last 4 days. I collected $42K and $841 from Monday until Thursday. Monday I collected 8.3K. Tuesday I collected 12K. Yesterday it was a 20K day. And today we had our worst day, basically. So 5.5K. And this is, before VAT. I get 17.5% in commissions because 10% of those commissions are for closing, and also I get 7.5% because I am the sales manager. $4,284 in closer commissions, plus 3.4K for being a sales manager, which sets me at 7.7K commissions over the last 4 days. I think it's pretty good. Tell me what you think. Some people make 3K in a month. I'm gonna go take a walk now, and it's the first time I've been outside for the last 4 days. The stars are out, the weather's cool. You can't really see me. But this is what it takes to succeed. You just gotta work relentlessly, not worry about the outcome. Just put your foot onto the gas and at some point it's gonna work. If you haven't joined the free Discord, click the link in bio and join.